Chapter 31, The Letter. Billy lifted the worm out of the frying pan with cooking tongs and curled it back and forth on a peanut butter sandwich. Bet they try something, he said. Joe won't give up. Alan might, but Joe won't. Tom was carving his initials in the leg of the kitchen table. Yeah, but it's not Joe's bet. What does he care? Just the same, I bet he tries something. Billy sat down at the table, turning the sandwich this way and that, looking for the best spot to take the first bite. Emily came in from the dining room. You and Ma got a letter. Chewing, Billy opened it. From Charles M. McGrath, M.D., 34 Beechwood Drive, Grattan, New York, 12601. Midnight, August 15th, 1973. To Mrs. John Forster, 7 Manchester Road, East Grattan, New York, 12603. Dear Mrs. Forster, I've just made a distressing discovery. Leafing through a medical journal before going up to bed, I noticed an article entitled Poisons in the Home Garden, a subject which necessarily fascinates me. As I glanced through the article, a phrase caught my eye. Lumbricus terrestris, the common earthworm. I read on. Mrs. Forrester, let me assure you, first of all, that there's no cause for undue alarm. However, you will, I'm sure, be concerned to learn that, especially in the months of July and August, parents must be aware of the common earthworm, some varieties, which are known as to secrete substance, Lumbricus coreopsis, which, though not malignant to the skin, is sometimes harmful if swallowed. Dr. A.C. Roosevelt of Hyde Park, New York, reports that 10% of the boys studied reported no ill effects, except for induced paralysis of the lower fulmar region. 40% reported abdominal cramping, triple vision, lasting from 2 to 3 years and impairing school performance, and extreme lassitude. Autopsy reports have not yet been received on the remaining 50%, and so no final conclusions have been can be drawn. But extreme caution is urged since the blackened and pimply faces of the subjects lead one to suspect the worst. Mrs. Forster, as your friend and family physician, I would strongly recommend that your son William eat no more worms until I return on Thursday from New York City and can give him a thorough examination. Yours sincerely, Charles McGrath, M.D.